So when it's time to select the products and how well they go with each other, we have to find out. Then we have to experiment a lot. And today I'm showing my experiment, how I select the product that goes well according to your art. The step will be different, but let's jump into the process.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today is the watercolor day. Yay! So I always love watercolors, and most of the times I do the video 50 times, I think. Yeah, 50 times. Half of the times I just forgot. So these are Vincent Newton watercolors, and I'm just activating them. I don't know which color I want to use. But the fun thing which I want to show you is this Vincent Newton watercolor, and these are the metallic one. So I have lots of metallic one watercolors, but this I bought like maybe on Thanksgiving or something like that, and then I never use it because I'm such kind of busy person, all that going on and stuff. But this one is, oh my goodness, so nice, and I really like those metallic things going on. So it's kind of a review. They got a small cutie brush with them, a nice brush. Just I want to wash it so that we can use it. I love to use these kitchen racks. You can see that mine is quite a loved one. Then I have this thing where we can put the brush and some other couple of other brushes also. So speeding up the process, I want to share something that they put the name here also, like Pevitin, and I don't know I pronounce it properly or not. And these are very small cutie half pants, and that is the name. So if you doing the, like, this is the name. So if you are putting these together, or they have some kind of written descriptions like about the thing. And these are the Vincent Newtons, and they also give the shade number. It's 511. So before just jumping into removing all of them and putting them, I will not put them inside. I just cut out a small paper. I will cut it again here so that it can fit inside, just like that, so that I have the color swatch in them. In all my metal or other colors, I just put these kind of stuff. Mostly I do, like for this one, I do like 1 2 3 on white and all colored papers, how they're gonna look. And this is Scream watercolors. Then one of them I just bought from the Etsy, and it one is like this one, and this is like Theory Shop. And I also do the swatches like in dots for the other colors. So whenever I'm doing some kind of stuff, I have that kind of idea. We will do on craft, we will do on black also, that how they're gonna look. Most of the times the shimmery colors like these, they have that thing going on. So I'm gonna just cut these. So I have the number also, and we have to do same for black one also. So here's the thing. Now we can cut out the two cardstocks as same, or we can just do smalls and use on both the sides. Whichever your mood is at that moment, you can do that. So these are the colors. Now I'm gonna write the name. So for particularly the black one, you can use the golden pen like this, or any small pen, or white pen like this. If you short tip Posca pens, that will also work. The simple golden pen, that will also work. And then I hope you can see. Now you don't have to worry too much because it's already on this also. So we can put it on the first place, just like that. And then I always activate them by drop of water, something like this. And we will put these marks here also, so that we should stay in the line. Here also you can just write the numbers if you want, and then you can follow the same the same order, so that you don't have to write everything on the black card. Then I'm gonna just choose the brush they gave, and then I will just take a little bit of color and just activating it, and then I will see. So on white it is like okay. And again, when you're using these kind of colors, the how much they are diluted, that is also matter. Like not every time you're gonna get, so this is the set I will put here. So not every time you will get the consistency. You have to maintain that water consistency also to see the how much color is. And then I will just put it for drying. This brush is so cute. This is kind of travel set, and I really like it. I have lots of metallic, but yeah, I love to do these kind of stuff. And now the next stuff, I'll go one by one in all these colors, and then I will put those colors inside, and I got to do the same kind of swatching, and I'll speed up the process now.
So now I'm just putting the numbers and the name which came on that panel and just adding little bit of water drop there to activate the color. Now this is the very simple process, but I'm putting the number as well as the name of the product, so that whichever color I like, maybe I needed that more, or I can purchase it separately. This is not the swatching video, and I'm not comparing the products like which one is good or which one is bad. Definitely these are good. Having black and grayish tones of the metallic colors, it's kind of new thing to me, cause I don't have that much those colors. I have very cheap palette which is having these kind of muted colors, which I bought from the Michaels, but these are the higher quality colors and they're gonna reflect very differently. I always do swatching on different colors papers. White and black are mostly there. I didn't choose the color paper today cause I know nowadays that how it gonna work.
So after swatching them, you can see that some of them look beautiful on the black, some of them look beautiful on the white. So it is just the matter that how we will use them. Most of the times I use them in the way that I can highlight them. Maybe I'll use the green leaf and then I can highlight them with the brown one or the green one. Here in the case we don't have a green in this one, so I don't know how much they're gonna do, but this one, like for this one which I bought from the Color Theory, these are nice one and kind of give a very shimmery and radiant one. These shades are different. Some of them are copper, blue, and shades of black and white, which I don't have in the set. So these four colors are totally different as these ones also. Maybe the golden is the one same we have, but definitely they will give a different kind of effect. And then I have this pearl ghost colors that is having a different story altogether, but main idea here is we can use them in the combination of the different one. So I just putting them little bit here on little bit away from me, and I'm gonna put this away for drying so that we can put them afterwards inside it and we can take it as a reference. So this is the set, the metallic pocket set, and they have this like on backside also. You can go in this order also, like this you can go in this order also. Most of the times I've put the box with me, and this is having such a beautiful sticker which is referring all these colors, and I really love to put these kind of stickers on my palette so that you know in which palette what you have. So I can put this sticker here. So I have that idea that in this palette we have this. Maybe I'll throw this box, but I have that thing with me. Now, other thing. So let's jump into the thing. So this is just a rough paper left over from something, and I'm kind of practicing some of the things like with the two tone things, and definitely consistency and how much paint you took in this way is matter. And then I'm just putting the XX paint here. So I want to see that different combinations I can get and how they're gonna look nice on the light green or green kind of stuff. And you know, those metallic colors, I can then add them here to see. And you never have to throw this one also. What you can do is you can just, you know, make it as a bookmark. My kid love to read the book, and we have lots of, me too, I love the art books, and everyone has their own choices. But now this brush is a little bit bigger for this kind of stuff, but we can put a dots and see. So this is my trial one, how it's looking and how vibrant that color is to use. Maybe I can do something like this, you know, only the one side little bit. All this technique works when the things are wet. I'm gonna put the towel here. So things are wet, then only this technique works. And I just put a couple of papers to practice here. So I want to put on, and I want to use this on this kind of combination. So I'm just trying here now that which combination will look great on it, or should I just, you know, go with the darker ones, and then I can add the, so now you can see I got that lines, and that is also looking beautiful. I'm not much worried about those lines. I'm planning to use these colors, and I really don't know should I use them or not. So this is the kind of my trial and error things going on here. Then I want to use this copper color also. So I want to see those combination, that how they are looking all together. And rather than doing on the final projects, it's always nice to do some kind of small stuff, or you can create an art journal and then you can put them inside that, so that you have that kind of memory with you, that which color goes well with this. You can write down with the pencils also if you want. I am kind of today I'm kind of working on this. I don't want to make a journal page today. I just want to try these colors, and maybe I'll do the journal page afterwards. I don't really know. So here I choose the darkish shade of pinks, and this is also Vincent Newton color, and I think we'll try this black now. Let's see how it dissolves. Oh, they are giving a nice formations here. So it's totally depend how your paper is wet or not, and then that they will give the formations. These are very small leaves, so I don't know how much you can see. I'm trying to zoom. I'll put on another light if it's needed, or should I try with the different colors? So definitely green on green look pretty good. These ones are Mayan blue, hematine, and jade green. Okay, this one is the jade green. Mayan blue and jade green is looking nice. So these are these colors. And other thing I can try with this is sap green and burnt umber and ultramarine blue. So these are the colors like everyone reach again and again. Sap green is kind of a favorite green for everyone. And there here I added a little bit of that purple color also, but I didn't get, I want the two-tone effect, and I'm just kind of still searching for that particular color with green. So this is making a big green, and this we add the, which one we add? This is kind of blackish one, so it is like hematine. Okay, so now I'm gonna wash it, and on this we will try this blue color. Formations are really nice. And after drying, I want to see the vibrancy of the colors. If you can see like this is quite a vibrant if I add something like this. So these are the things I mostly use to make the iridescent colors. These are iridescent colors, but mostly I use my metallic like this, and I really like that way. And so these are the wet on wet techniques, but you can do these metallics on dry techniques also. Like these leaves are dried now, and then we can add more colors to them like this, or half a portion, and they give that translucent effect. And I'll choose the smallest brush. It's 001, and then you can go ahead and make a really thin lines like veins of the leaves. This is not a thin line. 000 will work. I just want to show you that how I'm using them in different ways. So this is, I'm showing just a leaf things. You can do the same things with the flowers, the petals, and you have to go. So I'm just testing these colors, that how they are looking good or not, and which one I want to use on my project. I think green is really nice, and I should go with the sap green and this jedi green, and then I can use Mayan also. So here I'm planning to use Vincent Newton and Daniel Smith together, but I think that will work for me. Like, yeah, that's gonna work for me. I want to try some more combinations also. So let it put it here. So this is the plain watercolor paper. This is not that green background having them, but let me see. Oh, okay, I have this green background with me, so we can try on this. So we will get an idea, and maybe we'll create something out of it. I'm gonna put these colors away, and I have combinations of greens. All of these greens is from Vincent. No, these are from, yeah, these are from Vincent Newton. These are from Daniel Smith, and this is the sap green, I know. So I just put sap green. You can create your own greens by adding little bit blue in them, by adding little bit yellow in them, and you can make that kind of swatch. We can do that also. So I really love the dagger brush to do the two-tone techniques. And we can, I'm just eyeballing the things here first. What I want to do is, okay, now this is more diluted. I think I want more of that color. So these sprays I use on this one is Hero Art Spring Green Gold, and I use, I think, Distress Mica, Merriment. So sometimes they are kind of water resistant, so you will not get that kind of effect which you get on the pure watercolor one. But it's good for the mixed media ones, and you can try it and then see whether you like it or not. So after doing this, what I will do, I will just pick the colors and see. Now I'm choosing the different colors from theory one, and I'm kind of putting it so it is going well on it. Then I'll choose some of the Vincent Newton colors also. And don't worry, we will not waste this paper. We can use them in the mixed media, or we can make a card out of it or something like that. I just want to see that that color is staying on this or not. So it is not giving that kind of nice effect which we get on the pure watercolor. So maybe I'll drop this idea. So these are the things like you should try before jumping in the big project, like how you want to do. Now you can see here the light wash. Here the green is like very light, and this one is the watercolor wash, and this one is the sprays, mica sprays, and little bit having acrylic in them. So that's why the colors are not that much good. They are not giving that kind of beautiful illusion that it's giving here. Maybe I'll try more of these now. Let's see. So this become like a little bit more transparent, and I need a more darker shade. Sap green will not work. I need to add more colors in sap green. Just I told you I can add ultramarine blue or something else to get more of that color. And now you can see, maybe I can add a little bit of touch of purple here. So I need to think again that should I do this or not. Testing supplies is always fun. Posca paint is gonna work best on them. Now let's try to test these colors. So these are Sing Clean color markers. Everyone have them. Sometimes we forgot that we have them with us. And then I'll create another leaf here. And they will work fine, but I have to see that I'm able to create. So darker shade is going well on this, but I want that two-tone effect, and I'm kind of planning for that. So yeah, these are working. Testing your colors and mixing them. So these are working, but still they are not as beautiful as these are. And what else we can test on these are another watercolors I want to show is these are my water soluble colors, and I will just put a little bit leaf here, and let's see. You can, if you don't have this, you can use the Stablo Woody also, but they're gonna stay there. But it's also like after putting water, it is not giving much two-tone effect on them. Another thing, we can use the Posca paint. Posca paint is gonna work very well on this, no doubt for that. Other thing we can use on this is the pencils. You can use the Stadlers, or you can use the other ones, but that will also sleep on this, I think so. So I have Prismacolors and I have Stadlers also. So these are the watercolor pencils. Let's choose the darker shade so that we can see. Most of the times I use these pencils for highlighting or on the pure watercolor paper, and they go so well on the watercolor paper. I'm just trying on these sprays for the mixed media, and they are okay, they are not good. I have a big um, pile of Stadlers. Also, these are Stadlers. You can get all of these on Amazon or other brands. You have to just search, go to Google Shop, and you can get. I will try to find whatever links I have. I can put them there. And just I'm adding a little bit of water, as these are the watercolor pencils. So for me, Prisma is not much working with them. For the mixed media as well as Stadlers, these are the pure things, and you have to use them as pure as you can, I think so. So for particularly making on this card, I have to do something different. Maybe on the back side I can try if that works. And let's try on back side. I'm gonna put it aside for drying, and I'm gonna grab a really deep colors here. So this is Canson watercolor, and sorry, this is the Canson watercolor paper. And what happened with the Canson watercolor paper, one side, this one is the cold press. So cold press is having that kind of more texture in them. So that texture I'm talking about is on this side, where I spread all the sprays. And this side, it is not that kind of texture, is a little bit smoother. And Canson, you will also get the cold press watercolor. So cold press watercolors are more of that, they having the less tooth in them. So whenever you do the coloring on them, they will not soak up much, or the color you see on them. So I think I love what is going on back side of paper for my mixed media project, and I think that's a good idea to use this technique on the back side. And front side I can do something else. And for particularly this one, if I want to try these small techniques, I can do that also. I always like to, decorate everything and every side of it, and I'm planning to do some kind of project for the cards. I want to create these affirmation cards here, and here I'm putting green on green. This metallic green is from Cherry Color Art, which is the Etsy shop, and wherever I feel that I need a little bit tip, I can add that. And I think that's it. Here I can write something, but yeah, I have to use these cards for like this one, and maybe I'll use the another colors. I'll speed up the process now to show that what I'm planning to do on those cards with the watercolor cards.
Now here I'm just using the dagger brush to create these leaves. I'm showing it very fast. If you want to learn how I did this, you can put it in a comment, and I can make another video which is little bit slow down and break down all the process like how I did it. I use a different kind of brushes for particularly this leaf. You can see the blue fodder thing on my channel. I gonna put the link below, in which I show how you can create these kind of fan leaves. More are kind of tropical. You can do it invert and you will create a different kind of pattern. And then if you just tilted your brush little bit round, you can create a kind of palm leaf kind of structure. Here I'm just speeding up the process because my main thing is how I combine all the products together, because most of the times we spritz on something, we use the acrylic paints, and then watercolors are not using on them. So here I'm just trying different products and I experiment with them. Making this card for something else in the project, so I'm not showing that process here, but I'm showing that how I select the product and how I do all the experiment beforehand, not directly on the project but some kind of different substrate. That substrate is not gonna waste, we will use that also. Now the same round curvy things, when we do it on back side or reverse side, we'll get palm kind of thing here going on. Then I'm using the same brush and making just the three lines there to create a different kind of form. Like these are pretty imaginary, kind of little bit inspired from the living things, but I'm not taking any kind of reference while doing these. I'm just going with my intuitions, and I'm just drawing these things with adding the different shades of green. I'll soon make a video where I'll show you that how I make my greens and how I add other colors, my favorite colors with them to get a different value and tone, or you can say shade on them, and which create a more fun effect on them. And Other thing is, we'll talk about the colors also in that video, and soon I'll post that. Then after doing couple of these things with the different brushes, you will get a different kind of effect. I'm gonna use these as my
So these
project
are the simple
substrate.
leaves, watercolor leaves, which I make, and you can also do the same way. If you don't know much more about the watercolors, you can watch the other videos where I put more watercolor stuff, and you can, you know, get more out of it. These are very simple techniques when you can create a beautiful watercolor leaves by adding the blue or purple or different shades of green, whatever you have. Here we add the that um glittery effect. Now we will add glittery effect on all of them. Now thing is like that, if something is wet, you can do the wet on wet technique, as I told you, so that color will little bit disappear in that technique, and it will sleek shiny shimmer to your thing. Or you know, you can just add little bold dramas like this when you just put the that color to dry, and that will also give a nice effect. It's a different kind of effect you will get with that. Here I'm using the color theory one because I really like that green. I'm planning to use those Winston Newton, but for particularly this one I'm just going with this colors, and I really like how they pop on these leaves. So you can turn them into the card, you can turn them into the tags, you can turn them in anything you like or whatever you need at that moment, or you can just put them plain at that moment, and then you can add something like sentiment or something like that, or you can cut them apart, use as a fodder. But these are very simple things. Like, this is not the true watercolor things. This is the thing that anyone can do with the practice. Some of, like this one I go upward strokes, this one I go downward strokes. Strokes are different. Just because of strokes are different, that give that beautiful effect, I can say, which is totally different. Size make a difference. If you make the same leaf in a different size, that also make a difference to get more variety of it. Like, if you just didn't feel the gaps like this, that will also give that white popping up on the color is always getting a different thing. If you don't like green on green, like more subtle tones, what you can do, you can add a copper, or like here you can add a copper color, or you can add a golden color to make more prominent look. I'm just going green on green here, tone on tone look I want. But these are like looking like palm trees or something like that. These are just, no, the small spreads. Now here you can go with the blue and green also. That will also give a different kind of look. I'm creating here a set and I want to match them. That's why I'm using only green. But if you are using them like individual cards or individual tags, or not in a part of a project, you can add those also. I really like how those dots are popping out here. And here for particularly this one, I will just go only on the one side and I will dilute this more. So when you dilute your any metallic color, it will give that translucent effect on them. And that is the another thing you can see here, the transparency of these projects. And these are in real life, they are like, oh my goodness, they are shining. So I'm just putting that only on the one side. I'm not much seeing that. Where should I put the here we put the dots all over. Here we can put the dots only on the tip of the kind of those leaves. Some of these leaves are imaginary also. Don't ask me which leaves is which one. I'm not taking any reference while drawing them. I'm just draw them with the help of the brush strokes. I want to see only the brush strokes, and I show you three yeah, 3-4 different, like, round small brush. This one is called the dagger brush, and one round big brush. You can go ahead and use and try some techniques with the filbert brush, or you can do the flat brush, and every brush will give you different kind of leaves and different kind of techniques like that. This is the flat brush, and filbert brush is more about like having little bit rounded shape in them, like this one. So this one is like bigger one for me. If I want to draw bigger petals or things like that, I can use this. And if you don't have anything, just go with your small round brush, everyone have these kind of brushes with them, and then try out what you got. And I'm really happy with this project. So see you in the next projects. Until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.